Welcome everyone to another episode of Until I Die. Now let's jump into this and see what we are playing today. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Let's jump right into this one.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Oh, that looks brutal. Ew. The animation's terrible. Ew.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
For fulfilling the circular mallet of the Sarafan, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
Okay, here we are playing as the character of Kain in this first game in the series, which eventually became known as the Legacy of Kain series.
That's him!
Oh, some dude that needs to die.
Save Victor!
And he's dead. Well, okay. Oh, Jesus, a lot of...
Save Victor! Save Victor! End it!
And we're dead.
Now!
Now, no, I'm not considering that to be the end of this game, because that was a scripted death.
They, victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
Okay, here we are playing, the first death was a scripted part of
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
Ve Victus!
Okay, this was the first game in what became known as the Legacy of Kain series. At the time, however, it was quite different. This was originally called the Blood Omen series, and it was intended to be very different than what eventually we ended up knowing as
This
the
ancient
series.
vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased. These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
The Legacy of the Blood Omen series was originally intended to be a kind of anthology of different stories that we wove together rather loosely. This one was supposed to be the Legacy of Kain. This character here.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light, for in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
So this original character,
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
this original game was supposed to be the first in the Blood Omen series, and it was supposed to follow around Kain, this character here, a rather unwilling vampire who gets swept up into this large plot that's beyond his, really beyond what he is. It's this big conspiracy around circulating around the deaths of all those people that we saw during the opening cinematics by another vampire. The death and eventual resurrection of Kain was intended to somehow be a part of that. But originally, the other games that are going to be in the Blood Omen series and that take place in perspective were around the lives of other vampires, ones that are. I'm not sure if the other games were supposed to be loosely connected at all, or not connected at all to this storyline, but what eventually became of the series changed rather significantly, and I think it's because Crystal Dynamics ended up having the control of the series wrestled away from them by, I guess it was Electronic Arts, or Silicon Knights, or something like that. I don't know, there was some weird connection. And well, the end result ended up being the Legacy of Kain series, which involved this character being much more important and kind of like a mastermind chess player behind the scenes. And that continued on with the games like the Soul Reaver series, which followed around another character named Raziel, which was a vampire that was changed into some kind of other soul-sucking creature. Now Ow! There's some way of getting through here. Give me a second. There we go. There's also a Blood Omen 2, which took place from the perspective of Kain, and another Soul Reaver. Then they had Legacy of Kain Defiance, a truly mediocre
devices
game.
hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
I'm guessing the telekinetic blood-sucking that we're seeing here is a result of a limitation of the game. This was a PlayStation 1 game, and eventually released for the PC.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the Heart of Darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
This was originally a PlayStation 1 game. It doesn't really look like it. So, although the game does have some kind of charming, sort of outdatedness to it, I have to say it really has not aged well. I mean, the gameplay, how not smooth it is, the ugly graphics, the way that the character controls is really not good. I suppose at the time this was much more acceptable. I guess it was beyond what you could expect on consoles like the SNES and Sega Genesis or something at the time, which was very limited. But the PlayStation was originally designed to be a good 3D
Hunger and
game.
weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
Here they are.
What trickery is this?
The game is much more adult-oriented than a lot of the games that came out before this. And I suppose this was kind of a...
Sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Yeah, you think so. But anyway, this was, I guess, the first game released on this generation of consoles.
Tis not over, Kain.
Damn it.
These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters. Look to the pillars. And gain way to the fortress of the mind.
It really was an early kind of effort on what would be a more adult-oriented game series, and a lot of the stuff
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
a lot of the games that you had seen previously, because really gaming at the time was still considered to be something very much a children's thing. It's for kids. This game was kind of, I mean, I don't think this game ever really broke that barrier, but it was around this time that we started to see it become more something that you expect adults to do rather than just children. And this is a much more adult-oriented game. I mean, look at this. I just sucked the blood out of someone sleeping in a bed. It's pretty screwed up. But there's murder and conspiracy and all this kind of stuff. And a much more complex storyline than you'd expect out of an action RPG, especially at the time. This is the bar that Kain was in before he got murdered. I don't think we can go back there and kill that guy. But you can definitely see how this game is quite dated by today's standards. I think there's actually a new game in this series coming out for the next generation of consoles, but I'm not sure what that is.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Okay, we're gonna go to visit the Pillars of Nozgoth, sort of mythological, maybe not mythological, but kind of, I don't know how to describe it. But there are these gigantic pillars sitting off in the woods that has some magical purpose. In this game, you don't have to drink the blood of every character, and one of the more irritating things that potentially happen is if you go and say, I'm going to do it with this guy, you attack him 3 times and he goes into that stunned stance, and that gives you the ability to suck the blood out of him. But it's not always easy to know what weapon will do how much damage to what character, and you may kill them before you have a chance to suck their blood, and once they're dead, you can't do it. It's going to be a little difficult to know how many times to hit an enemy before they're ready for you to suck their blood out. too few and they'll continue to attack you and hurt you. Too many and you lose the opportunity. So you get to these weird situations where you gotta hit the button and check to see if they're stunned. Damn it. Not doing any damage. Hit the button to see if you've done enough damage to stun them. Make sure you don't kill them. It's really irritating.
The pillars of Nozgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
So that guy took more hits to kill than the other guys did. And I hit him too many times and he died before I could suck his blood out.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nozgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The Nine of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nopraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nozgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nozgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Nopraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nozgoth. Each circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nopraptor began. The Pillar of Balance.
Okay, we have all of these different pillars. Now we have to go and destroy the guardians of those pillars, and that, I guess, will be a little bit of fun, but those are the different dungeons we have to go to. That's a little bit weird. I think I ran to the wrong... No, this is it.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return. In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nozgoth is forbidden to me.
That bat form sort of works as a type of fast travel system, allowing me to jump from one area to another, so long as I've explored the area before by viewing the landmarks from the sky and on the ground, and I can return to them while flying. But I guess I won't be doing a whole hell of a lot of that in this episode. Aha! I guess you don't want to die. Now I should be able to pick up some sort of a slow.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir!
Okay, we picked up our... Nah, that's not it.
Oh, please, help me, kind
Whoops.
sir!
We picked up a... Whoops, that's not it. Let me out of this. Get out of this. Come on. What's wrong with you? Gotta load up the loading. But anyway, we have certain magical powers. And let's see if I can figure out how to... There we go. Lights up the area. Easier to see. And we're going to be able, over the game, to find new and more powers that we can use. Which is a trend that was continued in the other Legacy of Kain games, whether you're playing as Kain or Raziel. One of the things I find really irritating about this game is, I guess because in earlier games like that weren't really that great with their control schemes, and I found it's not an enormously intuitive way of controlling your magic powers. For example, that power I just did is mapped to the X button, as opposed to, say, the triangle button, which would probably be better, and the square button is the attack button. Also, I push the triangle button to select what form I'm doing, which is a little bit weird, but in order to change what magical power I'm doing, I have to push the... My bad, that was the L2 button to bring up the map. Damn it. The L1 button to change magic powers, but the X button, my bad, to use it, and then these things here to... It's really weird. Boom. The control scheme's not terribly intuitive. I guess once you get really used to it, it's not that bad, but it's much different than the kind of games you'd see nowadays, where everything is much simpler. Aha! Magic. It's locked. Damn it. Should be out of this place quickly. Hold on. Okay, that's not it. I don't know why these people are tied to the walls, but they seem to make pretty good sacrifices to me. Because most of the enemies you're going to find in these dungeons are actually the skeletons, and you can't drink the blood of skeletons because they have no blood, even though they seem to shoot out some green crap when you hit them with your sword. There are also other enemies in the game that if you suck their blood, it will hurt you instead of heal you. Which is unfortunate. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've gone out the other end of this dungeon.
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Okay, during daytime, Kain isn't quite as powerful. But unlike a lot of vampire fiction you see, he is not killed when he steps into daylight. So you could retreat to perhaps Sanctuary or something like that in order to prevent getting weakened by the sunlight, or go inside like what I'm doing right now.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path, but the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage. Okay, we're not just a bat, we can turn into a wolf now. Kain has the ability, and you see this in later games in the series as well. He can turn into a wolf that allows him to jump over things, like that. Okay, the puzzle to get out of this room is over in this direction. Hold on. There we go.
And we can feed while in wolf form, too. There we go. Now we should be able to get out of here. I should say this is one of the few games, at least at the time, that had voice acting that wasn't absolutely horrible. Damn it. This isn't working out. What's going on? That's weird. While we are outside of the dungeons, we can leap across things, and that gets us somewhere. We would have been able to do this in Kain's normal form. And we changed back. I did not do that intentionally. Won't stay in this form for long, will he? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go in here. Damn it. Change. Maybe I gotta wait for my magic to regenerate or something like that. There's going to be a whole lot of hell I can do right now. Haha! Okay, let's do this, fool. Oh, crap. Did I just die?
The Heart of Darkness.
Oh, no, I did not die. The Heart of Darkness I just picked up was sort of like an extra life in a certain way of thinking about it. So I don't have to end it right now. Although I will end it a lot quicker than I expect to if I keep stepping on the spike pits. You do suck blood to regenerate health, that's what that's about. I remember in Blood Omen 2, sucking blood was actually tied to increasing your health. For example, if I sucked the blood of a powerful enemy, I'd get a lot of blood out of him, and a chance that I would increase the maximum amount of life I had. So I'd end up sucking the blood of every enemy I encountered, whether I needed to regenerate health or not, simply because that was how you got stronger. How do I get through that? That's not how I do it. Save point. I guess I'll try wolf form. See if I can get to something like that. Seems like a bad idea. Let me through, damn it. See anything, do you? Huh. This is weird. I have no idea what I have to do next. Aha. Damn it. Kill the damn wolf. Keep making myself swinging at this thing, and it's hitting me, but I'm not hitting it. Driving me nuts. Okay.
Night dawns, and with it, the vampire grows stronger.
That was one of the positions that we could use in the bat form to get from one place to another. A landmark. Jump up there. What's your problem?
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraiths and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood.
This is
The
sort of...
wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
This is sort of like a store. Now you go in there and surrender some of your help to buy things. I'm not going to be doing any of that right now. But I will go check the area out.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any of that.
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
No, I'm not doing that. Let's get out of here. I need to find something to kill that has some blood. Can't afford to be losing any more of my health. I mean, geez, look at him. It's really low. Boom, boom. Aha! Aha, still alive. Move around quick as a wolf. Other games in the series, like Blood Omen 2, would suck blood the same way, just a weird telekinetic way.
Save Victor!
Back to full health. Oh, bad, it's a save point. Not saving. Oh, jeez. Aha. Jesus, sucks. We have to go and kill those guys.
The energy bolt employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
It blew him up. I guess this is the same kind of spell that they're using against me. Down I go.
The Heart of Darkness.
Of course. Damn it.
The Heart of Darkness.
I'm no longer doing so well. Huh. I'll be dead
The Heart
soon.
of Darkness.
That's the one more. Come on. Thanks. Damn it.
Help me, kind sir.
Ah. Okay. I guess I kind of deserved that. 2 of 100 secrets. Prestige whelp. I'm merely a whelp. But anyway, I